To see the entire 60-minute video, go to Yahoo Video and search Robert Morey on their homepage. These links will also get you there. www.putfile.com/LieutenantColumbo/media or saintaugustinian.blogspot.com and look for important Dr. Robert A. Morey links.
Welcome to Tales of the Strange and Weird. We're going to take an analysis of Truth Seeker Bob audio cassettes and listen to some choice excerpts. Now, we go to case number 4 from Truth Seeker Bob's 1991 Hope Chapel seminar, the question and answer session listed in the Research and Education Foundation catalog, tape number G83.
A few quick questions here. Some people consider Catholicism to be a cult. How would you view that?
That we find Roman Catholicism. It's really a yes-no answer.
As just heard in case number 4, Truth Seeker Bob now gives an answer of yes-no, which is clearly different than his previous messages. And now let's see what Truth Seeker Bob has on his mind the next year, January 9th, 1992. This is from the Bible Answer Man show, Truth Seeker Bob's REF catalog number, audio cassette J-11.
I want to go now to D in Palos Verdes, California, listening on KKLA. D, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Is this Dr. Morey?
Well, I'm here, too. You were talking to Hank Hanegraaff. We're both here.
Oh, okay. Listening to this avalanche of cults, I wanted to know where the Eastern Orthodox fit into true Christian worship.
Well, I think you're going to get a pleasant surprise because we're not going to put the label cult there.
Oh, that's good.
Well, again, when you make the distinction when you come to denominations,
okay,
and particularly historic denominations. You have, for example, the Eastern Assyrian Church. You have the Coptic Church.
Yes.
You have the Greek Orthodox. You have the Russian Orthodox. You have this, you have that. The Eastern Orthodox is one of the very ancient churches. It holds to the Trinity, the deity of Christ, the bodily resurrection. It, like Roman Catholicism, due to a failure to keep the Scriptures going, if I can use that expression, and a dependence upon speculation and human tradition, has a wrong view of salvation in which there's a combination of works and grace and obedience to the church and things of this nature. But again, the orthodoxy of doctrine is there, and I even know some Orthodox people that are quite evangelical, so that you can't just class. It would be too simplistic to simply say, oh, well, they're like Jehovah's Witnesses. You're dealing with the historic church. I disagree violently with some of its teaching, but that does not mean I need to class it along with the Mormons who are polytheistic, who don't believe in the Trinity, and who don't believe in any of Christian teaching. So, again, you'd have to say that's a historic Christian church.
Here, Truth Seeker Bob classifies Eastern Orthodoxy, like Roman Catholicism, as a historic Christian church. This was January 9th, 1992. Well, what's on Truth Seeker Bob's mind in September 23rd, 1993, from the Ecumenical Debate, Research and Education Foundation catalog, tape number J37.
So let me ask on that last point, Dr. Morey, is it a matter of weighing in scales, and if there are enough aberrant points of view or doctrines believed that sooner or later you fall beyond the pale and the scales tip all the way over to where you're no longer a true Christian church, or is there one essential reason why you would consider them not a true Christian church?
You asked two questions.
In other words, is it a cumulative thing?
Okay, number one, Roman Catholicism should not be treated in any other way than you would treat any other group such as Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Hare Krishnas, or whatever. Number two, as the Reformation established, there are certain exegetical biblical earmarks of what a church of Christ would look like. And it fails every single one of those.
We're back. John Stewart confronting the issues head on, talking about the question, is the Roman Catholic Church a true Christian church according to the Bible? We have two evangelicals on discussing this issue. Dr. Robert Morey, Executive Director of the Research and Education Foundation, who says no, and Elliot Miller, Editor-in-Chief of the Christian Research Institute's Christian Research Journal, who says a very qualified yes.
Obviously, True Seeker Bob's position on Roman Catholicism is quite different than his position taken in 1992 on the Bible Answer Man show. It is interesting to note in True Seeker Bob's Researcher newsletter, September-October 1993, Volume 2, Number 4, page 6, he states, quote, "Evidently the Jesuits are now viewed as the true brothers of CRI," talking about Hank Cannegraff's Christian Research Institute, "and historic Protestants are now viewed as the enemies of CRI. We do not recommend any Protestant give any of his hard-earned Protestant dollars to any ministry who will use that money to promote Roman Catholicism," end quote. Morey basically attacked the Christian Research Institute throughout his article entitled, "What Think Ye of CRI's Defense of Rome?" in this particular newsletter. The point here is the CRI position on Roman Catholicism under Hank Cannegraff was the same in 1991 and 1992 when Morey appeared on the CRI-sponsored Bible Answer Man radio shows. Morey's Bible Answer Man shows REF catalogs J1 through J15, J20 through J22, as it was in 1993 and beyond when Morey viciously attacked CRI. The question then arises, would Morey again take the CRI stand on Roman Catholicism as he did in Case 5, as heard before, if he were given another opportunity to be Hank Cannegraff's guest on the Bible Answer Man program? Does True Seeker Bob tailor his doctrinal teachings depending on what particular media environment he happens to find himself, much like a chameleon trying to blend in?
Robert Morey, who has claimed in his ministry mailings that he held a degree from Faith Theological Seminary, Gujranwala, Pakistan, has had this supposed degree revoked by the same institute. The certificate of cancellation is seen here, and the school can be contacted for more information. Morey claims in newsletters that he has mailed out by the thousands nationwide during different years that the Wessel brothers of Texas had embezzled and stolen large sums of money from his ministry, and therefore he needs supporters to send him as much money as they can to make up for this. Morey has consistently made these claims about the Wessels brothers, who he, in more recent years, refers to as the Russell brothers of Texas. These claims have been made by national mailings, word of mouth, facts in his church, at national conferences, and even on his national radio show over many years. Documentation and witness testimonies indicate Morey has claimed the Wessels have stolen anywhere from $30,000 to as much as $150,000. Instead of turning the Wessels over to law enforcement officials for criminal prosecution, Morey has chosen to seek those who will believe his Wessels-Russell brothers of Texas story in order to secure sympathy and financial support. If Morey's claims about the Wessels and or Russell brothers are untrue, then Morey is telling false stories in order to obtain money from the public. If you or someone you know has heard this story, or more importantly, if you have actually given money to Robert Morey as a result of this story, please contact us right away. Please contact Larry Wessels, Post Office Box 144441, Austin, Texas 78714, or call 512-218-8022 and leave a message. And now for a final word from Truth Seeker Robert Morey.
David, welcome to Truth Seekers.
Hello, Dr. Morey. How are you?
I'm doing fine, having more fun than is legal.